Welcome to the Gaze into Cinema YouTube channel. The Cambodian Destruction, 1975 to 1979, a lamentable part in mankind's set of experiences. Introduction. The Cambodian Destruction, which happened from 1975 to 1979, remains as one of the haziest and most frightening episodes throughout the entire existence of humanity. During this period, the Khmer Rouge, an extreme socialist system drove by Pol Pot, did a mission of mass homicide, constrained work, and fierceness that brought about the passings of up to 2 million Cambodians, adding up to almost a fourth of the nation's populace. This misfortune made a permanent imprint on Cambodia and the world, revealing insight into the limit with respect to remorselessness and savagery that can arise inside a general public and the desperate results of fanatic philosophies. Verifiable foundation. To grasp the Cambodian decimation, one must initially comprehend the verifiable setting that prompted the ascent of the Khmer Rouge and the foundation of their severe system. French pioneer rule. Cambodia, in the same way as other Southeast Asian countries, was under the frontier impact of European powers. France laid out its provincial rule in Cambodia during the 19th 100 years. This time of colonization significantly affected the nation's governmental issues, society, and economy, making way for future disturbances. Japanese occupation. During the Second Great War, Cambodia went under Japanese occupation after the Japanese realm removed the French pioneer organization. This occupation upset the conventional social and political orders, laying the foundation for future political insecurity. Post the Second Great War time. In the post the Second Great War period, Cambodia, in the same way as other colonized countries, was cleared up in the breezes of decolonization. This period saw the ascent of patriot developments and hostile to frontier feeling. Autonomy and political strife. In 1953, Cambodia at last acquired freedom from France, with Norodom Sihanouk as its ruler. Nonetheless, Cambodia stayed in a condition of political disturbance, wrestling with the tensions of the virus war, provincial struggles, and homegrown distress. Vietnam War overflow. The Vietnam War had brought outcomes all through Southeast Asia, including Cambodia. Ascent of the Khmer Rouge. The Khmer Rouge, initially a socialist development, acquired strength and backing during this time of political flimsiness. Driven by Pol Pot, they planned to lay out an extremist agrarian socialist society. The Khmer Rouge system. The Khmer Rouge, drove by Pol Pot, expected power in Cambodia on April 17, 1975, following a years-in-length revolt against the Decision Lon Nol system. Pol Pot's vision. Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge looked to change Cambodia into a ridiculous, agrarian, and independent socialist society. Their vision incorporated the nullification of cash, confidential property, religion, and metropolitan life, with an accentuation on constrained work in country cooperatives. Clearing of urban areas. One of the principal frightening demonstrations of the Khmer Rouge was the constrained departure of urban areas. This mission, known as Year Zero, saw metropolitan occupants, including the older, debilitated, and kids, effectively ousted from their homes and made to work in the open country. The system expected to wipe out any hints of metropolitan life and to make a totally agrarian culture. Constrained work in aggregate ranches. Residents were exposed to tiresome constrained work on aggregate homesteads, working extended periods of time with little food or rest. The system controlled each part of life, from attire to everyday schedules, frequently through merciless discipline. Mass executions. The Khmer Rouge efficiently executed apparent adversaries of the state, including scholarly people, experts, strict pioneers, and anybody associated with unfaithfulness. This brought about the aimless killing of incalculable honest individuals. Torment and mercilessness. Torment and ruthlessness were ordinary in Khmer Rouge jails and work camps. Strategies included beatings, electric shock, waterboarding, and mental torture. Food deficiencies and starvation. The system's financial strategies, which incorporated the constrained collectivization of farming, prompted extreme food deficiencies and starvation. Social and strict concealment. The Khmer Rouge tried to wipe out all types of culture, religion, and intellectualism. Sanctuaries were polluted, strict pioneers were killed, and books were scorched, bringing about the deficiency of hundreds of years of Cambodian culture and legacy. Worldwide reaction. During the Cambodian destruction, the global local area was generally uninformed about the size of the outrages occurring inside Cambodia. In any case, there were a few endeavors made to address the emergency. Vietnam's attack. In December 1978, Vietnam attacked Cambodia, fully intent on toppling the Khmer Rouge system. This attack eventually prompted the breakdown of Pol Pot's administration in January 1979. Be that as it may, it likewise made further strains in the locale and started another part in Cambodia's set of experiences. Joined countries' acknowledgement. Notwithstanding their ruthlessness, the Khmer Rouge held Cambodia's seat at the unified countries until 1991, as the worldwide local area battled to arrive at an agreement on the nation's portrayal. UN-supported races. In 1993, the unified country supported decisions in Cambodia, prompting the foundation of another administration. While this noticeable a defining moment in Cambodia's set of experiences, it did close to nothing to carry equity to the survivors of the decimation. Worldwide councils. Many years after the slaughter, endeavors were made to deal with the Khmer Rouge initiative. The Uncommon Chambers in the Courts of Cambodia, ECCC, otherwise called the Khmer Rouge Council, was laid out to arraign those answerable for the wrongdoings carried out during the annihilation. Repercussions and heritage. The Cambodian slaughter left a significant and enduring effect on Cambodia and its kin. The result of this dull period can be analyzed from different perspectives. Mental injury. The overcomers of the Cambodian annihilation, known as the killing fields, survivors, experienced significant mental injury. The mercilessness, loss of relatives, and seeing of unspeakable monstrosities left profound scars on the Cambodian populace. Loss of scholarly capital. The mass execution of savvy people, experts, and craftsmen essentially hindered Cambodia's post-annihilation recuperation. It denied the nation of fundamental information and abilities required for modifying. Annihilation of social legacy. The Khmer Rouge's attack on culture and religion prompted the obliteration of incalculable sanctuaries, original copies, and other social antiques. This misfortune is tremendous, as Cambodia's legacy was an essential piece of its public personality. Financial difficulties. The Khmer Rouge's monetary approaches and constrained work camps left the Cambodian economy in ruins. After the system's fall, the nation confronted monstrous difficulties in modifying and recuperating from the obliteration. Long street to equity. The quest for equity for the wrongdoings perpetrated during the destruction has been a long and laborious cycle. The preliminaries of Khmer Rouge pioneers were set apart by deferrals and difficulties, leaving numerous casualties, their families actually sitting tight for conclusion. Compromise and mending. Cambodia has put forth attempts to accommodate with its past, including laying out remembrances and historical centers to honor the survivors of the slaughter. The nation keeps on wrestling with how to mend the profound injuries left by this terrible section in its set of experiences. Illustrations learned. The Cambodian decimation fills in as an obvious sign of the repulsions that can unfurl when radical philosophies grab hold and when the worldwide local area neglects to really answer. It additionally offers a few significant examples. The risk of philosophical fanaticism. The Khmer Rouge's extreme belief system, which looked to make a super-socialist ideal world, brought about gigantic affliction and demise. It features the risks of radical philosophies and the significance of shielding popularity-based values. The obligation to safeguard. The Cambodian annihilation highlights the worldwide local area's liability to safeguard populaces in danger of mass barbarities. The guideline of obligation to secure, R2P, arose out of this dull section ever, accentuating the requirement for opportune and successful worldwide intercession to forestall and end slaughter. The requirement for equity and responsibility. Seeking after equity for those answerable for mass monstrosities is basic to the recuperating and compromise process. Global courts and truth and compromise commissions assume a fundamental part in considering culprits responsible. And, the Cambodian destruction was a horrendous part in mankind's set of experiences, set apart by the orderly killing of up to 2 million Cambodians by the Khmer Rouge system. The occasions of 1975 to 1979 keep on tormenting Cambodia and the world, filling in as a chilling sign of the limit with regards to savagery and brutality that can arise inside a general public when fanatic belief systems grab hold. The tradition of the Cambodian decimation is one of distress, misfortune, and enduring, yet it is likewise a demonstration of the human soul's strength and the significance of chasing after equity and responsibility. Enchanted Gaze Cinema storytelling dive deep into the magic of movies from script to screen discovery tragedy video content. Watch next.